This is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
Yes, here I am once again to spread a little bit of sparkle into your sad, lonely, pathetic lives. Good morning to you. It's Thursday morning, the 13th of... Is that unlucky? 13th? No, Friday. No, Thursday the 13th of August 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you live from Television Centre here in Bracknell in Berkshire. And very, very important this morning, boys and girls, one of our most important people on this channel in charge of pain and suffering and dealing out punishment wherever punishment seems appropriate, boys and girls. Well, today it's her birthday, so we need to sing happy birthday live and direct and personally, boys and girls, personally to the delightful Mandy Davenport. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mandy. Happy birthday to you. Hey, Mandy. Oh. Happy birthday, Mandy. May you have a wonderful, wonderful time today. Of course, probably, like with most people's lives, this will be the highlight of your birthday. And indeed, most people's days. After this show, a lot of people just go back to work, back to bed until the next day. That's true, as so many of you don't work because you're too lazy. Ow, I've got something wrong with my finger. Therefore, I'm always permanently disabled. I've got anxiety. I can't go to work. Terrible, terrible things that people will watch on this programme. So good luck to you, Mandy. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, whatever you're doing. Perhaps you'd like to tell us. We'd like to know. Are you being taken out for a large, expensive meal in a... Oh, no, hang on a minute. You're married to Mick, aren't you? No. Well, enjoy your day at McDonald's or whatever you're doing today, Mick. Mandy, do tell us about it, my love, a little bit later on, okay? Oh, Mandy's but we like Mandy. We like Mandy very much. Good morning to Jason Hughes. Danny Gibbs, good morning in Cleethorpes. Morning, Danny. Mick Davenport, there's Mandy's husband there. Diane Jebb, good morning to you. Michael Palman's there, nice and early. Look, everyone's wishing everyone, Mandy, happy birthday today, and so you should. She sits there so quietly, taking it all in, don't you, my love? Morning to you. Hello, Daniel Woodhouse. Morning to Denise Andrews. Happy birthday to Mandy. Look, everyone there wishing Mandy happy birthday. John Aitken, good morning. There's little Dave Moses. How's that little old radio station of yours going? Is it going all right, darling? I saw that you've got a new play-out system. How wonderful, dear. Let's replace all the DJs with a play-out system. Oh, he was moaning. Something's going on about something about Myriad. Yeah, that's the machine that replaced us all at Liberty. You think I've got anything good to say about that? No, dear. No. Oh, we can't pay a DJ. Let's get a machine in to play the music. God's sake, man. What's wrong with you? I thought you were one of us. Nope. You've become one of the suits, haven't you, darling? Very, very disappointing. Except not dressing like it, strangely enough. Why is that, Dave? Each time I look at a picture of you, you look more and more untidy and rough. What's all that about? Yeah, good-looking person. Almost as good-looking as me, not quite. But, a little suit now and again. If you're going to start replacing people with Myriad and play out one or whatever it's called, dear, don't think I don't notice these things. You're quietly doing it there on Facebook. Mucking around with his little programmes and things like that. Good morning, Dave. He's back. He's so busy. So busy, aren't you, Dave? Morning, Dave. Good morning to... Perhaps if you have a little word with Capital, Dave, you could network their show. Then you wouldn't need anyone at all, would you, dear? Just sit there and push the adverts when they're supposed to for your local area. DJs, dear. DJs, that's what we need. Not ones that just tell you the time and the next 5 records. Oh, don't worry about those surveys, dear. Don't worry about those surveys. Oh, but we asked 5,000 people and they said we don't like DJs talking. Well, go and buy a CD then. God. Good morning to Mark Bowles this morning. Lots of people wishing Mandy happy birthday. Look at it. It's wonderful, dear. Wonderful little Mandy's birthday. Gary Ross, 2 tickets, Gary, is there. Morning. Is it 60 today? Just a little bit older than me, aren't you, Mandy? Yep. Just scrolling down quickly there. Where are we now? Have I got everyone in there? Said hello to John Aitken. Diane there. Anyone else? That's it. John Parrish. Good morning, John Parrish. Caravan John is in the house this morning. And I think that's everyone. We've said hello to everyone this morning who's there. Nice and early today. Talking of John Parrish, he sent in a couple of photos. And what else have we got? Oh, I've got the cat video working as well now. I've got the cat video, so if you'd like to see those, let's have 20 likes, please. We want 20 likes this morning to show you these bits and pieces. Sherry DMP in the house. She's trying to lose a bit of weight at the moment. She's doing weight loss videos at the moment. Good morning to Sherry and Gary Davidson joining us there as well today. Greetings and felicitations to each and every one of you. Naga's back on the telly this morning. That was a little bit of bright hope for me. Naga was sitting there. Now, what did she have on? It might have been that bright pink top that she has on this morning. I can't remember. And that was nice, except she's with miserable Charlie. Oh, I'm so miserable. Everything is just so upsetting and unhappy. Everything makes us happy. There is no happiness in my life. One of those, dear. Oh, God, never mind. And he was rabbiting away. And I thought, once he talked, I just turned over again. And it was bizarre. It was absolutely bizarre. I turned over to Sky News. Every time I turn to Sky News, there's adverts playing. Is it just the time that I'm switching over for something? Mark loves Naga. We love Mark. If I was straight, I would try and get hold of Naga and marry her. I think I would, darling. But sadly, I'm not. Therefore, I can express interest in her fashion sense and the way she talks to people. Because she don't take no crap, does she? Old Naga. That's the sort of person you want on your radio station, Dave Moses. Little Naga Monchetti, perhaps she could come and do a couple of hours for you in the afternoon. Don't know if you could afford her or not. Just a suggestion there. Anyway, so then I switched over to Sky News. Once again, the adverts were playing. I thought, I can't be bothered watching this. And then I turned on to ITV Breakfast Time, whatever it's called. Right? Piers is still away. Yeah! Miserable git that is. Right? But there's this other bloke on there who's actually quite good looking. He had frizzy hair. I don't know what his name is. Never seen him before. And the blonde girl. So they're doing it. And I'm sorry. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, I don't see what's going on here. There were two ladies on there. Black ladies, and they were discussing cultural misappropriation with black ladies wearing different wigs. And there was Kim Mazel on there, who, what was the song she done? Was it Kim Mazel? She was a very, very big house vocalist, over house records. Kim Mazel, you probably know her if you went dancing and raving in the 1990s. So she was there, and some other girl with beautiful long black hair. And they were talking about cultural misrepresentation of people that wear wigs. But from what I was having trouble working it out, to be honest. Really. They were talking about black people wearing different wigs. And I have no idea what the hell they were going on about. It sounded like they just walked out of one of those university focus groups, that are set up just to look for things that are wrong everywhere and not see anything that's positive at all. I had no idea what was going on that this morning. Did anyone see it at all? It was bizarre. It was absolutely bizarre. And I'll be honest, the host, the lad, sorry, I don't know his name, the lad who was sitting there hosting it, I don't think he knew what was going on either. They just come out with this BS. I thought, this is absolute BS. And I'm watching this, I'm convinced that a lot of people come out with this just to seek attention. And they actually don't have anything to amuse us with. So they find something that's wrong or that they think that is wrong with the world. And then they start rabbiting on about us. Well, off it went. I'm sorry, it went off. Went off, dear. Did anyone see that at all, I wonder? Fran. Good morning to Fran Green joining us this morning. Morning, young Fran. It was lovely that you all chat to each other there. Gary Ross, what do you expect? Piers Morgan is an Arsenal supporter. Well, you've got me there, Gary. I know nothing about football. Whatever that means, that comment, I don't know. But I'm sure some of the other people that are here involved in football. Now, I nearly said some of the other blokes that are involved in football. Oh, I said that once. Oh, the girls kicked off. Oh, we like football as well. Oh, the moaning. The moaning that goes on this channel is unbelievable. Well, everyone's wishing Mandy happy birthday today. Look at that. Good morning to Peter Wright. You told me you weren't here on Wednesday and Thursday, so I didn't send you a ticket. Was that incorrect? Was that incorrect? Didn't I get an email from you, Peter? I've now found a way not to send out bingo. Here, look. Hi, Chris. Just to let you know, I won't be here Wednesday, Thursday or Friday bingo this week at work in the mornings. Maybe not here Saturday either, so I didn't send you one. What do you want me to do? That is a new thing, though. I've only just discovered that. If you're not going to be here, then I don't send you a ticket. All right? Have a nice day at work. Oh, look, it's moaning again. Oh, just go away, Peter. That's it. You're going to be blocked now. Thank you. Hide user on this channel. Oh, you can still watch. You're just now hidden. Bye-bye. Fed up with it. Fed up with the constant moaning. Gone. That's it. All right. Unhide user on this channel. I'll give you one more chance. Dave, I could do with a wig, dear. Did you take their number? Did you see it, Dave? Honestly, I'm watching these two on there, going on. And that whole cultural misappropriate... Oh, what a load of old crap that was, dear. Where that came from years ago, I do not know. They just sit there and they moan and they moan and they moan, don't they? Dear me. So are you with us this morning or not, Peter? Make your mind up. You have 5 seconds. 4, 3. Is Maureen with us this morning? If Maureen's with us, I'm just interested to know if your internet has been sorted or are we still buffering? Buffer. Oh, that's another thing, Peter. You won the bingo yesterday. But you never got the ticket. Oh, dear. You won yesterday but didn't get the ticket because you told us you weren't going to be here, which I must thank you for because I saw you win and we was able to just carry on. That's the whole idea of someone telling us they're not going to be here. But in future, if someone tells us they're not going to be here before the tickets are going out, I can not send you a ticket, which kind of works very well, actually. Alrighty. Good morning to Michael Lawrence. Let's get on with this show now. Michael Lawrence in the house. Morning to you. And there we are. I think that's excellent. Good. So that's that. Still, I note on the breakfast on all the shows now because I think it seems to have disappeared off the ITV one, or I'm just not joining it at the right time because I only pop on these breakfast shows. I tend to stick with the BBC one, and I only pop on the other twos to see what's going on because of course, Dave Moses, we are professional people, darling, and we need to get our news sources from as many places as possible. If you just read one newspaper, right, I don't think that's a good idea because you're only getting one. Excuse me a moment. You're only getting one point of view. You know. It's all very well you being left-leaning and only reading the Daily Mirror, or hard right-leaning and just reading the Daily Express, but then you don't get all the opinions, unless of course you're one of those thick people who reads the paper and then as quickly as you possibly can, post everything on your wall, thinking that that must be the truth then because it's printed in the Sun. No. You need to get your news from as many sources as possible, and that's how to do it. But there still doesn't seem to be any local news at all on BBC One in the morning. You know, when they used to do... I mean, I always said it was a complete waste of time anyway, because you'd have the main BBC breakfast show, and then they go for the local news for never more than about a minute and a half. I mean, what local news can you tell in a minute and a half? And that would include the traffic. I never, ever understood the traffic news on the television in the morning, and they do this local news, and then in about the space of 5 seconds, they mentioned 2 roads where they might be having trouble with. Well, what about all the other roads? You know, and it would just seem to be a complete and utter waste of time. And I don't know if the local news, perhaps you know, Dave Moses, because you're being a radio person, darling. Perhaps you know, is the local news ever coming back on the BBC, you know, first thing in the morning within breakfast time? Perhaps it's gone. And I haven't seen the ITV one on there either for a while. I know they cut it back at the beginning of the virus thing. Well, no one was travelling to London or anywhere, come to think of it. You know, perhaps it's just not coming back now. Be interesting. Good morning to Joe Woodruff, joining us this morning there. Okay, so that's that. Ronnie popped over for some chips yesterday. He's been looking after his brother's little boy. He's a bit he's got autism, and he really enjoys going over there and spending time with the boy there. He's a teen. I think he's teenage now. I can't remember how old he is. But his brother's little boy has got that. And they had a funeral yesterday. Someone's, the brother's nan, I think it was, they had the funeral yesterday. So he went over to look after the little boy. Has anyone seen Holby yet? Mandy? Mandy, whose birthday it is today. Yes, happy birthday, Mandy. Happy birthday to you. Yep, Mandy's birthday. Have you seen Holby yet? Oh, no, were you crying? Oh, no, I won't tell you what happened. I've already told you what happened yesterday, and I told you not to watch. But there we are. There we are. Have you seen Holby yet, Mandy? We want to know that, my love. A film I watched last night was Steve Jobs on Netflix. I haven't quite finished watching it yet. I've got about another 20 minutes to go. You know, I have great trouble watching a film in its entirety. I start getting very restless, or I must go and do something. You know, I mean, it could be anything. Go and clean the kitchen workshop or something. That needs doing. But yeah, it's about the bloke, the Apple bloke, Steve Jobs. It's a good film. It's a very good film. So that's on Netflix. Just type in Steve Jobs and it should come up there. Here we are. Dave Moses. GMB still have the local opt-outs once an hour. But again, they're only about 2 minutes in length. Not sure what's happening at the Beeb. Okay, so I'm just joining. I had a feeling I was just joining it at the wrong time. See, I literally flick over to see what's going on the other channel, you know. But it just, I would have thought the BBC one had been there by now, unless they're just using it as part of their cutbacks type thing, you know. They might be, mightn't they? All right, thank you very much for that, Dave. Let's have a look. Park Nest. Good morning to Park Nest today. Good. So that's that. So Mandy, has she seen Holby yet? I'm dying to know if she saw Holby yet. Don't know. Went to Aldi last night. Got about 9:15. That was fairly empty. Just to do a bit of shopping because I wanted to make some more campfire stew. That's my really spicy thing that I do in the slow cooker. And I've started using these little jars of easy chili and easy garlic. Now, I used to use the frozen ones. And funnily enough, yesterday, was it yesterday afternoon or the day? I think it was yesterday afternoon. I got one of my, because what I do is I do a load in the slow cooker and then I freeze. And you can get like 7 or 8 meals out of that. Hang on, let me just not look at that chat for a moment. You can get 7 or 8 meals out of that. But I was using frozen chili. It used to come in a packet. You get it in the frozen thing, cut the top of the packet, pour it in, done. Right? So I had one of those last night and I thought, I can't taste the chili. And the reason I can't taste the chili is because I've started using the little jars of. I wish I had one up here to show you. They're about this. They're so big, you know, like a little square jar. It is like that. Easy chili, and you take the lid off and you just pour it in. You see, then you put a little bit of vinegar or something like that in the thing. Shake it up to get it all out of the bottle because I don't like to see wasted food. Not even if it's in jars, you know. Well, like if you've got marmalade or something like that, and you put and there's a bit in the bottom. A lot of people would chuck that away. No, I have to get all that out before I chuck. Why would you throw food away? You blooming well paid for. Stupid. Anyway, so I've started using these little jars, and last time I had my Camp Vile stew. Camp Vile stew, my mate calls it, because he can't stand the smell. He came in the kitchen once, and there was so much chilli in there, his eyes started stinging. That's when I used to cook it in the kitchen. The trouble is, the whole house, overnight, you see, it's overnight, the whole house smells of spices, and it's too much. It's all right during the daytime, but you don't want to wake up at like 4 in the morning and you open your door and this smell of chili hits you, and it's too much. It's too much. So now I do it outside. Literally, I have a cable coming outside. Well, I can still lock the door and everything. And I literally do it outside in a little bit that's sort of sheltered from in case it rains or anything like that. Anyway, so the one I took out the freezer yesterday, that had been made with the frozen chili, right? So I took it out and ate it. I thought, I can't taste the chili, right? Because the last time I did it, I used the little jars of chili. Oh, my God, that blew your head off. Blows your head off. It's so strong. Not only that, a few hours later, and I had to run to the toilet. That's all I'm saying, darling. I don't want to be too graphical. Oh, good morning, Maureen. Picture quality, better now. Back to normal. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Maureen. So anyone else use those little jars of chili? And garlic as well. Chili and garlic. So easy to do. You just I think it's only about £1. You unscrew the top of the jar, put it in, happy days. No need to worry about anything. It's good, isn't it? Anyone else use that stuff? Very, very good indeed. Is Holby City finishing? Oh, clearly not well, you're not a BBC person, are you, Dave? You know, not really, are you? You're commercial, darling. Commercial, love it. BBC. I was featured heavily on Look North just a few months ago, darling. Heavy feature. 2 minutes, the maximum they give anyone. 2 minutes I was on there for, dear. 2 whole minutes. Yes, it finished yesterday, Holby. They've run out of shows, dear. Very unprofessional. They've run out of shows. What's Jack Naylor doing? We're worried. Who's going to do all the operations? Let me tell you, when Holby City goes off air, the country is in a mess, dear. All the other hospitals closed down when Holby... Don't be ill over the next few weeks, but they have restarted filming. Do try and keep fully up with the news, dear. I mean, for Christ's sake, man, you're running a radio station. Have you any idea what you're doing? Oh, no, hang on a minute. Does that involve a play-out system? Tap, 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 tap. Morning, Dave. Your brother done a wonderful job on our bingo. Oh, well, I didn't tell you, boys and girls. Dave Moses is the brother of the man who wrote our brand new bingo programme, Chris Moses, from chrismosesproductions.co.uk. Yeah, he's done a really good job. We've been using it now for a few weeks, and it is fantastic. It is fantastic. We're very pleased with that. All right. Good morning to Gary Butler. There's my nephew, Scrap It Man, with his own little channel there. Morning, Gary. Good. What else have we got here? So that's the campfire stew. So I'm doing that at the moment. Came back last night from Aldi with a few bits and pieces for that, and I made it, and it's been cooking outside all night long, and it's done now. All I have to do now is add the corn cubes. You can add corn cubes. It's a nice recipe. Campfire stew. That's what it's called. And you can use chopped up dead animals or corn cubes. It's entirely up to you, or nothing at all. Don't have to put anything in there, really. It's got tinned tomatoes, chopped up tomatoes. There's Frank's hot sauce. There's Liam Perrin sauce. There's paprika, tiny bit of cumin. Don't overdo the cumin. If you overdo the cumin, it's absolutely vile. I've done that before. Oh, it stinks, that stuff. Or, in fact, I'm tempted not to put any in at all. A tiny bit of cumin, coriander. I've got chopped up carrots, chopped up onions, chopped up mushrooms, chopped up bell peppers, jar of garlic, jar of chilies, tomato puree. I think that's it. That might be it. Really nice. It's so hot. It is so hot, especially with that chili in it. So hot. Oh, I love it. If you've got a bit of constipation, make yourself some of that, my love. That'll soon work its way through, dear. No camp stew, campfire stew. I'll bring some up one day when I come and visit your little radio station, my love. All right? Let's do some news stories. Have you got £57 million? Well, it might be hiding down the back of your city. Yes. No one's claimed yet. No. A lucky gambler has won more than £57 million on the lottery. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. I love that music to the National Lottery. I've got that here. Don't dare play it. It might be under copyright. The winning Euro Million ticket was bought in Ayrshire in Scotland for a drawback in March, but hasn't been claimed in nearly 5 months. £57 million is someone's won it and they don't know. Have you ever lost a lottery ticket? Maybe it was you. £57 million. Just imagine the super chat you could send me for that. Talking of super chats, here's our prize this week. The super chat is prize. If you send us a tip for £1, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. You might win that. That is next Thursday, that one. Next Thursday. And the next super chat prize has also arrived. Do you want to... No, I'll leave it till next week. You'll be very pleased. The winning Euro Millions ticket... Sorry. If it's not produced by September the 13th on midnight, the windfall will instead go to good causes. So that's all right, isn't it? I must write in immediately. There you go, Dave Moses. You could write in for your radio station for that £57 million. Get you some proper presenters instead of a computer. You know, I've sat at my computer for hours on end and it doesn't entertain me. What makes you think yours is going to entertain people? Listening to it, banging out music, no one to say hello to people and be friendly. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Calder Valley Radio. No, computer doesn't do that. Computers say no. Computers say no. Little Britain. Oh, they took that one off. One person complained. Oh, it's really offensive. Okay, it's very sorry. Can we just apologise to everyone, please? We're going to take that off immediately. Thank you. All off. Oh. I was talking to my mate. A little bit serious here. I was talking to my mate yesterday afternoon. And we were watching a little bit of Last Night at the Proms because me and my mate, we were very, very, very lucky enough to get 2 tickets for Last Night at the Proms. I can't believe it's nearly 3 years ago, 2017. And I did a little video. I can't remember. He's not in it, and I can't remember why. And I think he didn't want to be filmed that day, which is fine. It's funny how you still call it filming, don't you? It's not a film, of course, but we still call it that. And we were watching Last Night of the Proms, and I recalled a BBC man a little while ago, just a few weeks ago actually, who's come out now and says we need to think about changing certain songs on Last Night of the Proms because they don't really fit in anymore. And you know the ones I mean, Land of Hope and Glory, Rule Britannia, that sort of thing. And I you know, while this was on, this recalled me because we got a little bit of video of it all going in. I'll post it up on my Facebook wall on Last Night of the Proms Day, so you can see what we got up to. We had a lovely day that day. First of all, we drove in and went to afternoon tea at the Mill something hotel. I can't remember, the Mill Weave. Oh gosh, Millbrook. I can't remember now. We went to this hotel for afternoon tea first, and it was you know I'd like to do afternoon teas. It was lovely. The cakes and everything there. And then from there, we had a little walk around the area. The actual hotel we had afternoon tea at was very close to the Royal Albert Hall, so we were able to park, and then that's where we stayed the whole day. And we had a walk around. I think we went to Harrods, and then when we came back, it was time to go into the Royal Albert Hall, and went in and got our tickets, which someone had given us the tickets. So I went out and found the person. He worked there, so they can get complimentary tickets. Don't know where you're going to sit, but we had a really good seat in a box over the stage, and went and found the bloke who did it, and you know, backhanded him 50 quid for the 2 tickets. Well worth it. And sat there and had the most wonderful night. I was watching this video last night, and I said to him, you know, all this is going to disappear. Everything we know keeps changing. And I said, I wonder, you know, at what point, when old people die, had they decided this is not worth staying here anymore, I might just give up. Do you think there's a... I think there's an element of truth in that. I really am. When you talk to old people all the time over the years, you know, they don't like change. I always remember my mum saying to me when they changed Radio 2 from playing sort of stuff like Doris Day and all that, they got rid of all that and moved it on. Which, of course, radio stations have to do to be able to keep up with everyone else. But, of course, unfortunately, it leaves the original audience with nowhere to go. And I remember my mum sitting there saying, why do they have to change all this? And I sat there happily saying to her, well, they've got to keep moving on, Mum. And now I'm in the sort of same position as her. I see things changing around me all the time. People screaming about this, that and the other and moaning and the most ridiculous... what seem to me to be totally and utterly ridiculous and blown out of all proportion. You know, and I watch it and I think, what is the point in being here anymore? I do think that. I seriously think that. Sometimes when I watch the news stories going on there's some miserable old bag in the paper this morning. I mean, you I look at stories like this and I think, are you for real? In the Daily Mirror this morning, disgusted Argos customer. Right? Now, what is it that you think really disgusted this person? Any idea? Now, she seems quite a youngish person. I would imagine... well, she's in a university thing, so she's probably been to all those focus groups and had her mind infected by BS. Right? So this girl is from East Yorkshire. She shared screenshots which said she was from an Argos delivery driver. Right? Here's the story. An Argos customer has accused a delivery driver of breaching data protection laws to obtain her number and texting to ask if she is single. That's what she's upset about. Someone sent her a message to ask if she was single. She shared a screenshot of a text allegedly from the driver which she received on Monday. Because, of course, they've got your numbers, haven't they? That's how it is. That's just how it is. You know, and if someone likes you, then they will find a way to communicate with you, won't they? Of course they will. The message explains that the sender came and delivered to her house earlier in the day before going to ask the wild question. So in this text, let's read you the text that he said. Hi, and she says, who's this? Please can you tell me who this is? I don't have your number stored. And he replied to this, yeah, sorry I was busy after I sent the first message. I came and delivered to your house earlier today and I have a wild question to ask you. I was just wondering if you were single. That's all he said. There was no rude pictures, no, nothing like that, no rude... All he says was, sorry, I was busy after I sent the first message. I came and delivered to your house earlier today and I have a wild question to ask you. I was just wondering if you were single. And she's created merry hell. Yeah. And this is a sort of thing that drives me wild. I don't understand what her problem is. I'll be honest with her. I'm looking at her. Is she all right? Is she pretty looking? She's all right looking. She looks a right miserable cow. Yeah, this is in the Daily Mirror. Let's have a look. Now that I've seen her picture, right, she looks a little bit too intelligent for anyone to want to be with her. And 1 minute now. Where's that thing now? Hang on, how do we get that photo? Let's just turn that. There you go. In the Daily Mirror. It's in the Daily Mirror. There you go. Look, there you are. All right. She's not smiling as usual. None of them smile, do they, these youngsters? Nothing is funny to them. They have no amusement in their lives. The only amusement they have is getting on a platform and spouting all sorts of crap out all the time. Oh, dear me. Well, that's what upset her. Someone asked her for a date, basically. Here's the email that she sent to Argos. I do not wish to provide my details unless to a manager, as they breached my data once. What's to say they won't again? Well, how has your data been breached? He had the phone number that you gave them, so he thought he'd give it a chance. Give it a chance. Do you know, it's a shame, really, because if you'd have given him a chance, he might have been the love of your life. But no, you start screaming and shouting and throwing all your toys out the tram, don't you? You sad, pathetic person. She goes on to say, reporting this as a GDPR breach, oh, she knows it all, doesn't she? Very, very intelligent. May lead to this man getting nasty. He now had... What, so if you say no, is that what you mean? Why would you want to report that anyway? All he wanted was a date. You miserable cow. Miserable. He now has my number, name and address and came to my house to deliver the item. Well, what do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do if you say no? I don't know his motives. Well, I think that's quite clearly in the message. He just wants to know if you're single. You might have been taken out for a date. Nice meal or something like that? Oh no, you have to write and complain. Because someone dared to ask you if you were single. Pathetic. I don't know his motives. He could get malicious or share my details elsewhere. Why would he do that? I mean, what sort of life has this woman led? You know, she must have been very upset, or I don't know, something's happened earlier in her life to make her like this, perhaps, or watched too much telly, or been to too many university focus groups, perhaps. Yesterday I received a delivery. I opened the door, asked for this to be placed in my living room. That's all I said. I closed the door, done. At 5 p.m. I received a text saying, hey, I asked who this is numerous times, only to discover your delivery driver in the Argos lorry and uniform has stolen my private phone number. He hasn't stolen your number. It was there. How can you steal it? It's there. Stupid cow. And proceeds to message me inappropriately. I'm sure a lot of the youngsters feel like this. How are they ever supposed to get with anyone if they all feel like this? You're going to fill out forms. You're going to have to fill out forms soon if you'd want to do anything. Duplicated in triplicate and sent to a solicitor before you have that first kiss. I give Chris Reardon permission to kiss me. Lots of love, Mark Bowles. He'd have to send that to a solicitor who would then send me a copy, perhaps an email, followed up by a text message and a phone call. Yes, that's okay. Then he could come round and kiss me. Anything else is another form. Oh, she says, I am completely disgusted in both incidents of service. If you can kindly respond. Oh, it's pathetic. You really are pathetic. And I see stories like that going right way back to what I was talking earlier. And I think to myself, what is the point of being here anymore when people are just like that all the time? And they are. They are. It's funny. When I hang around with my own age group and older, there's none of this going on. There's none of this going on at all. When I'm on the caravan site, you know, with all the other caravan people, there's not really any of this up there. On the other hand, I think I'm probably the youngest one I'm 57 in our little row of caravans either side. You know, I think I'm probably the youngest one there. Ridiculous. There you go. That's what she wants, probably. Gary Ross. Typical students wanting compensation. That's what it is. She wants compensation. They've spent all the money. They've spent the $9,000 that they've had to borrow. Now they want more money. Oh, let's sue Argos for she probably wants the item for nothing. I wonder what it was she ordered. Anything battery operated by any chance? Sort of long and thin? I bet it was something like that, weren't it? Sick of it. Hello to Feng Mian. Is it Feng Mian? I don't like being asked if I'm single, but I like asking if they were single. Weird, I know. Always been that way. It's the woman's job to ask. Maybe my culture. Perhaps it is. Why not? Excuse me, are you single? Would it be better to just grab someone and drag them outside for a date without asking? You know, I don't know. I really don't know there. Anyone saying anything about that? There you go. Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. She said all she had to do is say, sorry, I'm not interested. Yes, Rachel. I agree. Gary Ross said she's just an attention seeker there. Oh, dear. Denise says the driver would have been better asking her if she was single. Well, that's what he did ask her in the text message. You mean at the time? Do you mean at the time, Denise? Well, I get that. I get the fact that he didn't ask her at the time because probably he didn't want to be rejected to his face. It's a lot easier to send a text message, are you single, rather than to stand there with someone, excuse me, are you single? No, I'm not really interested. And then you've got to deal, it's just horrible, isn't it? You know, so I get the whole sending a text thing or something like that. Oh, dear. It never happens to me, Dave. My text number is available if you want to ask if I'm single. But can you just put on there who you work for as well? Then I can complain to them afterwards. Oh, I don't know. Don't mention the war, says Parknest. Dear. Okay. Let's move on there. How are we doing on those? Oh, yeah, we're a bit... there's a few more people joining us, so a very good morning to you, gang. Just to let you know, we have some pictures today. We got a couple of pictures from John Parish, and I managed to get the cat video working because the cat has come to visit me again. In fact, it's now been 4 times. There's a cat round here that has started visiting me. And last night, I looked out my top window where I can just about see my front garden, and it's there on the laid out, sprawled out on the grass at 12:30 at night. So it's clearly now decided that this is part of its area. And no other cats are allowed here other than my new friend, the ginger cat. All right, 18 likes so far, 19 likes so far. One more, which I'm sure will be there after this news. Yes, by the way, yes, we never finished on the lottery thing, did we? Never finished on the lottery thing. So someone's got £57 million, and it could be down the back of your sofa. So have a look down the back of your sofas. Look everywhere, because it could be you with the lottery ticket. Although it was bought in Ayrshire, in Yorkshire, it could have travelled. It could have got stuck on a plane or on a train or something like that and travelled down to your city in London, Maureen. You could have that, £57 million. And then you can send me a super chat. Thank you very much. Another story here. Now, it always concerns me because where the caravan is, I'm quite close to a river. It's not on top of me, but if it went over, it wouldn't take long to get to me. We're talking probably the space of a few minutes, right? And back in January, the river was extremely high. Riverbank, river. Usually, riverbank. In January, riverbank, there. And we were concerned. And it's always worried me if that river comes out, you know, and we go floating down, won't we? We go floating down the road towards Boston. But in the Daily Mirror this morning, Petticoat Bay, again, another story from Scotland in Fife. Now, we saw the terrible story on the news yesterday, of course, of a train derailing, and the driver were killed and a couple of the passengers as well in the most beautiful part of Scotland. They reckon it was a landslide caused by an awful lot of rain. Well, the other story perhaps you don't know about was in the Daily Mirror yesterday, and it says torrential downpours forced 500 caravans to be evacuated in Petticoat Bay. You know, a lovely name, isn't it? In Fife, with some mobile homes sliding down a hill due to a huge landslide at the holiday park. Hundreds of people were evacuated from a holiday park after a landslide sent several caravans crashing down a hill. Thunderstorms and torrential rain caused the mobile homes to slide down a hill, sparking a huge emergency service presence. And you can see them here. Now, are they? Yeah, they look like they're falling. They do. Those ones here. Let's just do a little photo. Well, my camera doesn't come up properly today. There it is. You can. I don't know if you can actually see. Can you see them falling there? You can, can't you? Because if you look there at that top one, that one bit there, you can see the fence is all crooked. So they're literally falling down the hill. I like the colour, green caravans. I think they're the older ones, I think. Shocking snaps showed caravans had crashed into one another as they slipped down the slope of the holiday park. Because caravans are not particularly strong, really. I don't know how they get away with charging 50 grand. 50 grand for, like, shall we say, a posh caravan new. That's what they are. Brand new ones. They start at about 25 grand for a brand new caravan. But you can get an older one so much cheaper. You can pick up a caravan for about £3,000 or £4,000. As long as you don't mind, a bit old, it's okay. So what? If it's warm, or warmish, warm and it doesn't leak, no problem with that. Mine was 8 grand, £8,000. And I've had it now 2.5 years. Very happy. Very happy with what I've got. It says we had hours and hours of the most horrendous lightning and heavy rain from at least 8 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning. And, oh my God, blimey, they all just started slipping down. Let's see if there's any more pictures of that at all that can sort of makes it more obvious. No, not really, is there? But that's always worried me a little bit. Floating down the river. Down by the riverside. Da, 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 da. Down by the... By the way, no one's mentioned the flamingo shirt that I've worn today. Very disappointed you didn't notice that. I don't know why I bother. Could have just sat here naked. We still got 20 likes yet. One more. Oh, there we go. 21 likes. Okie doke. We can show you these little bits now and now then, boys and girls. Okay. John Parrish has sent in a couple of photographs. Let me see if there's a story relating to this. Do you know, I've just gone 12 hours and no emails have come into my email box. Isn't that strange? Here we go. This is a couple of pictures. He was visited the Yorkshire Dales last week, including water. He said visiting the waterfalls. You'd love it there, although there's no pictures of the waterfalls. So here's a couple of the pictures that John sent in yesterday. What is he doing to that poor, beautiful lady? Leave her. There's a murder being committed. A murder is being committed. Bite him, Sherry. Bite him, darling. Chop him up and put him in one of your weight loss things that you're doing at the moment. Look at that smile. You can understand why John married Sherry. Look at that smile. Eh? I don't wake up in the morning to see a smile like that. Do you wake up in the morning and see a smile like that, Mark Bowles? Or does it just keep moaning, darling? Look at that smile. That's what I like to see in the morning. Something like that. Not Piers Morgan shouting his bleeding head off. Thanks so much for that, John. All right. Anything to send in, gang? Just send it in. No more than 2 pictures at a time, please. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk if you've got anything to send in like that. Little videos or things like that. Now, the ginger cat has come back to visit me. This was actually done on, Thursday? This was on Tuesday. He's been 4 times now, so he came Tuesday, and I gave him another tin of fish, which I had. I've run out now, but he came back yesterday. Now, yesterday, I'm in the kitchen, the door's closed, and he was outside screaming for me. Meow, meow, meow. When I open the door, he runs off, right? But then I come out, and he comes back to me, and he's hungry. I don't have any meat in the house. The fish, someone had given me, I don't know what. Someone had some fish. Do you want this? And I said, oh, sometimes I get cats come to visit me. I'll have it for that. So he's had both of those already now. Right? And I'm looking around. I thought, what can I give him? I've got no cream. So I thought I'd give him trying on some of my fat-free yogurt. So I put a little bit of that on a saucer. Yesterday afternoon and yesterday night as well. Well, he lapped that out. He liked it very much. And then after he eats it, he comes round me. Comes round my legs and has a little bit of a stroke and all that. Do you want to see him? I don't know what his name is. Here he is, my new ginger cat. He's back. You're right, mate. It's okay. It's only me. It's only me. Oh, he's run off. I have to come back in a minute. You coming back? He's taking his dinner over there, look. Come on. Come. Yeah, see? You've got nothing to frightened of. I'm your friend. Wonder what your name is. I can see you looked after. You don't need another mummy, do you? Eh? Gorgeous. Look at him. I open the door and he's standing there meowing, wanting something to eat. He's here, look. Beautiful. Oh, you like that, don't you? Look. Lovely boy. I want to know what your name is. Who do you live with? You need to move out of there and move in here, my love. Come back. Hello. You're my friend, didn't you? Hey? You're my friend. He has chosen me. There's nothing better than being chosen by a cat. I love it. Do you see him all around my legs? Yes, he'll be coming in the house soon. Gradually, I'll move the saucer closer and closer to the door. I'll get him in this house soon, and then he can be wandering in and out whenever he pleases. Oh, I do love cats. I love cats. Yes, indeed, he has got a collar on. It obviously belongs to someone, but I don't know whose house it's coming from. I really don't. If I go out there, he doesn't walk back to his house, you see. He comes back to me. So I don't know where he's going. Obviously, he obviously recognises that he could have a more comfortable life with me than wherever he's staying at the moment. Because cats are like that, you know. Oh, yes, dear. They're not loyal at all. If they find a better offer somewhere down the road, that's it, mate. Bye-bye, they're off. There's nothing you can do to stop them. Mark Bowles wakes up grumpy most mornings when I ask her to put the kettle on. You wouldn't wake up grumpy next to me, Mark. You wouldn't wake up grumpy next to me. I keep telling you, leave her and come and move in, dear. We're waiting. And bring those shorts. I would call the cat Garfield, says John Aitken. Garfield the cat. Oh, nothing like a lovely cat, says Andy. We love cats. Morning to Paul and Lou. Good morning. Morning, Paul and Lou. Peter Paliwoda has woken up and is happy to be alive. All right. Do cats eat baked beans? I don't think so, Dave. I've got a lot of those. Loads of baked beans, thank you very much. Mick Davenport, the cat's thinking, yeah, here's another mug who's going to feed me. Possibly, who cares? Mark Bowles, most people run off when you open the door. Well, some people do, darling. What can you do, darling? That's just how it is, I'm afraid. Have you ever been attacked by a shark? This bloke has, but he got away. Well done, man. He's 28. He was surfing at Bunker Bay, which is 150 miles from Perth. I haven't been to that part of Australia, the west side. I've only been to sort of Sydney down there. Canberra I've been to, and up in the north, Cairns, which is wonderful. It's some money up there, dear. Cairns. Beautiful. Oh, the houses, dear. The houses. Anyway, he was knocked off his board by a 16-foot shark and bitten on the leg. I think I might bite your legs, Mark. Oh. Yeah. Poor man. He was bitten on the leg by the shark, leaving him with numerous deep puncture wounds in his leg. The attack happened at the end of July, but details of the incident emerged in full in the surfing website Magic Seaweed today. Magic Seaweed, you heard of that one? I bet some fit blokes in that. Let's have a quick look. Magic Seaweed. Magic Seaweed. Bet some fit blokes in that. There we are. Surf reports, sun forecast. Oh, forget those. Where's the pictures, dear? Is there any pictures of blokes? Oh, photos. Here we go. Photos. Oh, it's all scenery. Where's all the fellas? I mean, they've got all these different pictures of the sea. Well, it all looks the same. Where's the pictures of the fellas? Honestly, nothing to perv over there at all. How disappointing. It says here, the towel... Where are we now? One moment, please. The attack happened on July the 31st. Okay, the towel half was still attached to me with my leg, and it was in my mouth. What, the leg rope? Hang on a minute. The towel half was still attached to me with the leggy leg rope, and it was in my mouth. Oh, is that the surfer board, I think? It ended up between me and the shark, so I grabbed it with both hands and tried to push the surfboard into his mouth. The other guys in the water said I was punching him in the head and on the nose as well. I remember the shark sip... Oh, I'd like to... Can you do that, Mark? Is there any videos of you punching? Didn't you used to do door work once? Were you one of the doormen that don't take no BS from anyone? You know, if someone up... You see, I've got great respect for doormen. If you muck around... Don't just drag them outside and kick them to bits round the back. Who's going to know? Turn the cameras off. That's what you've got to do with some people because they don't understand anything else, dear. The other guys in the water said I was punching him in the head and the nose. I remember the shark swimming around me and I was just trying to keep my eyes on him as I was trying to push him away. I remember seeing the side of his dorsal fin as he was swimming around. It was massive. Does the size of the fin sort of relate to the size of the shark? I wonder Michael Pullman will know this. It was massive, at least 1 metre high. That's the fin sticking up there. He was still there next to me when the other guys got to me. This bloke says, once I realised what was happening, my first instinct was just to keep that piece of board in its mouth because I figured if he was biting that, then he wasn't biting me. That's fair comment, isn't it? 3 friends were in the water, rushed to his aid and managed to hoist Phil onto a longboard and brought him ashore. He was then rushed to a nearby hospital where they stapled his leg together with 63 staples. Oh, God's sake, his leg was just hanging apart. Isn't that awful? Really, I shouldn't be alive. Or at least lost a leg, he told the magazine. Wow. Blimey, so that's how you deal with a shark. If you've got a surfboard with you, you know, to shove it in his mouth. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me. You know, a surfboard shoved in my mouth. I wouldn't be able to talk anymore. There'd be no point in me living if I couldn't talk anymore, really. I suppose I could learn sign language, couldn't I? Something like that. We could do a whole show like this, couldn't we? Fran, my brother, lives in Perth as well there. And to say so, John, my sister lives in Perth, right next to the Swan River. I don't know, beautiful house. She sees dolphins and pelicans. Oh, how lovely. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's really nice, that is. Right. Mark Bowles is taking his little boy to his mum's today. To his ex's house today. Have a great day. I'll speak to you all tomorrow, Chris. Not here for bingo. Okay. Excellent. Have a nice time, Mark. Have you told that boy he's going to get a new mummy soon? Eh? I think that's what you need to tell him soon. Don't let it be a surprise when I suddenly turn up at your house with you. Peter Paluoda caught a shark from a boat. A 300-pound lemon shark. Is it yellow, a lemon shark? Is it yellow? I don't know. Hear this, well. Within sight of the beach and resort, Gambia swam in the pool of the rest of the holiday. Oh, what with sharks around you? Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Don't really like sharks very much. Don't like sharks. Have you got your Christmas crackers yet? Yes, you heard me right. Christmas cracker time, boys and girls. It's time to start stocking up. In the sun this morning, Christmas crackers are now on sale. Sweltering shoppers yesterday were stunned to see the festive items piled 6 foot high at a garden centre in Chessington, Surrey. Oh, you can't make it up, can you? Earlier and earlier. I don't know why they don't just have a section in the store and they can just have that section open all year round. Put as many Christmas decorations as you want in there. It's mad, isn't it? It says much of Britain on Wednesday, yesterday, continued to bask up into 36 degrees of heat, while some areas have been without water for 5 days. But with another 134 days still to go, Christmas crackers and cards were 6 foot high at Chessington Garden Centre in Surrey. This shopper said it's literally crackers. It's roasting. I know it gets earlier every year, but this is just madness. Most people haven't even had a summer holiday. They haven't got their Halloween stuff on display, which is 2 months earlier. Unseasonal products up for grabs on Wednesday included a box of £9.99 crackers called Race to Santa's Work Stop. Store manager said they're out there on the shop floor because it takes a long time to get these lines up and running. Although I admit the timing with the hot weather isn't that good. You're too right, it ain't, mate. At the same time, we've only the crackers and cards out for sale. They aren't flying off the shelves. Well, surprise, surprise! Surprise, surprise! He's surprised that they're not flying off the shelves. What did you think was going to happen? People are going to rush out and buy their blooming crackers now? I don't think so. Not unless you're that bored, you've got to go and do something. We've had comments both positive and negative about them. Christian Concern Chief Executive Andrea Williams said, it may feel a bit crackers, but these are unusual times. We're all looking forward to some Christmas cheer. Are we? That's news on me. What Christmas cheer can there be? It's not going to be any different. I don't think this virus is going to be gone. Someone's asking me this yesterday. And I keep getting asked this question either face-to-face or on various message platforms. When's the karaoke coming back? I keep getting asked that time and time again. When's the karaoke coming back? Answer is, I don't know. And I'd be very surprised if it was back before Christmas. I think you're looking at next Easter. I seriously think that. I can't see entertainment getting anywhere back to what we used to be able to do until Easter next year. I really can't. I'm very lucky. That's okay for me. But there's other people out there, and I know some of them were thinking, well, 3 months, we can just get away with 3 months. Well, what are we in now? March, April, May, June, July, August. 5 months now. 5 months now, some of these people haven't worked. A lot of drag queens on there doing little shows like this where they're literally begging for money. Begging, please send money. Here's my PayPal. I'm in a fortunate position that I don't have to do that. Now and again people send tips, but I always like to have a little prize or something like that, as you well know. But a lot of the entertainers, they do shows from their homes, various different sort of levels of technology. You have to remember some of these drag queens, singers, people like that, they're not that technologically savvy. They give you a disc or what used to be a tape. They give you a disc or maybe a memory stick, and you plug that into your machine for them to perform to. And sometimes it's not good quality, and you have to do stuff to it. Me being a little bit more technical, or whoever the DJ or sound person. Some of them are fantastic, but a lot of them they're doing shows because they aren't desperate. They're doing shows in front of perhaps a camera like that, and there's no sound going into the camera. It's all done through the microphone, and it doesn't sound good. That being said, but at least they're trying to do something, But they're on their knees a lot. All these entertainment people, all of them, drag queens, singers, theatre people, all those sort of people. Anyway, Personal Fair Nights experts also believe summer is the time to start Christmas shopping. I don't think so. This bloke says it helps spread the cost. Nah, I don't think so. I can't see me doing any summer stuff yet. Are you doing any Christmas shopping yet, boys and girls? Who's done their Christmas shopping already? Eh? Anyone? It'll be Easter eggs next week, says Park Nest. I think you could be right there. Andy, our local Asda, got Christmas chocolates, I noticed yesterday. I mean, how many boxes have you had of those yet? Dave Moses, Playout System says, no, Chris. Have you paused me? Christ, that was about 45 minutes ago we were talking about that, Dave. Was I paused? Have I been paused? Soon be Halloween, says Rachel. I think that Rachel likes Halloween. She likes it when things are scary, don't you? Rachel likes scary. Watch some of her TikTok videos she does, and all these are like witches things and all that. Rachel is queen of TikTok on this channel, my love. Yes, you are. Jason Hughes, Christmas starts 1st of December, ends 26th. Me as well. Actually, Jason, Christmas for me starts about a week before Christmas and finishes about a week into New Year. I personally, that's how it always was when we were children. In fact, I know many of you put up Christmas trees very early on. My nephew and his wife, their trees up at the beginning of December, sometimes halfway through November. And to me, it just spoils Christmas Day. That's just me. You know, it spoils Christmas Day. Christmas Day comes and you've already had all this stuff up for 6 weeks. There's nothing different about the day. You know? I remember as a little boy, their Christmas trees, they got earlier as time went on. But I remember as a very little boy, I'd help my mum and dad decorate. My mum, actually. I helped my mum decorate the Christmas tree with my sister. And it would be like Christmas Eve. Literally, it would be Christmas Eve morning. We'd be decorating this tree. And that was how it was. And then it got to a sort of a week before. I don't think my mum put up any decorations before a week or two before Christmas. That was the absolute maximum. But even here in our little studio, you know, I tend not to put Christmas decorations up until about one week or so before Christmas. Otherwise, it's just not special anymore. The day is supposed to be special, whether or not. You don't have to be religious, but if you've had that stuff up since halfway through November and Christmas Day, well, what's new? Okay, we've got a few presents. That's about it. I know, each and every one to their own. Mick reckons Christmas is cancelled this year. I'm not spending a penny. Well, I don't think there's any difference there. Mick is there for you. Isn't that a normal year for you? You don't buy anything, do you, love? Only new cars every few months. I've noticed that. Seem to have money for cars, dear. What about nice presents for Mandy? Where's she being taken to today? That's what I want to know. Where's Fran? It would be good to done with this year, to be fair. 2021 hopefully will be better. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Life will never be back to normal, not until they get a vaccine, says Mick. I think you're probably right there. Rachel, no shopping yet for Rachel. Jason isn't going anywhere inside for a long while. Do you mean like shops and things like that? Outdoor stuff is just about manageable. Adam the plumber, good morning, young Adam. Back at Slimming World. I done my Christmas shopping last Christmas. Don't do it anymore. It's too commercialised and it's lost its true meaning. I'm along those lines, to be honest, Adam. Now, I can almost understand it with children. My personal opinion of that, and it's not the opinion shared by many people, but my personal opinion is, okay, if you want to buy something for someone, yes, you should really go out and choose it. Or you could say, oh, well, you ring up my sister. All right, sis, what would you like for Christmas this year? She might mention a couple of things, but I've made the call. You know, there are people out there now that create lists. Lists, I kid you not, like it's a wedding. Lists. My mate does it. He sent me a list one. This is what, would you like to choose something here that I'd like for Christmas? No, I blooming well wouldn't. I will get you a surprise. That's it. I don't go along with this lists thing. You know, you've got people sending out lists of this is what I or someone else would like for Christmas. Toaster, I don't know. Xbox system. 50-inch colour telly. Oh, this thing. How dare you send that list around? Don't think so. However, it's different if you say, oh, can you ask so-and-so what they'd like for Christmas? That's different. I like to go and choose. I like to go online. I might ring up my niece and say, I've seen this for George. Something like, what was it last year? I think it was one of those Harry Potter buses. Lego. You know, like 3 decks. So would this be all right for George? Yes, he'd love that. So I've chosen it. I've taken the time to choose that. You know? Lists of Christmas presents. I've seen it all now. Where's your regular feature. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it goes, Dave. Bit like Christmas. If you did it all the time, it would lose its effect. Wouldn't it? Are you playing bingo today, Dave? Oh, too late, love. Too late. Never mind. You're not on the system. You should have had a nice word with your brother, love. Chris Moses. Wonderful. Very good quality bingo system. Have you actually seen it yet? Bring it up a bit later. Denise has got 3 Christmas presents yesterday in a flash sale. Oh, Denise, you shouldn't have done. Thanks ever so much, Denise. Don't send it before Christmas, please. Please don't send it before Christmas. I will have to reject any Christmas presents that are sent before Christmas. Yeah, it's coming up to 5 to 10. We've got all the bingo people joining us in a minute. They're not interested in the show. They just want to try and win something. You watch. They all suddenly appear in a minute. You watch. Right. Shh. Morning to Shania Steele. Most years I get asked for a list from some sort of my family. Oh, you can't send a list, Shania. No. She started her Christmas shopping. Good on you, girl. Yeah, well, it'll all be done, I suppose. I mean, but then I don't know, you miss... The whole thing about Christmas shopping is to be... Well, we're not going to be able to do it this year. Is to be in the shops among loads of other people, smelling the smells and seeing all the things together. Isn't it? I don't do that. I order it all off Amazon now. Perhaps they get special Amazon Christmas boxes. So they won't just be brown cardboard things. You know, some sort of decoration on there. A little picture of Santa. Something like that. Peter used to start planning for Christmas menus because he used to run pubs in August for marketing. December sales represented a quarter of the annual sale. And of course the New Year's Eve used to be big, didn't it? Until 2000 when it all went a bit wrong there. There's going. Dave Moses wants some noises. Why aren't you running a radio station today? Has it closed down already? Christ, that didn't last very long, did it? What's happened? Has your play-out system broken down? Oh dear. That doesn't happen to presenter. Presenters don't break down only if they have heart attacks or sudden illnesses. Do you know how I got the job at Liberty Radio in London? Do you know how that happened? You know, I was on a radio station, Liberty Radio in London. Did about a year and a half, did the overnight show, 2 to 6:30 a.m. in London, yeah. Do you know how I got that job? The bloke doing it before me kept falling asleep. Station went off air. Seriously, he fell asleep. Only to be woken up by the breakfast people that came in. Terrible. Let's have a look there. Oh, I'm not keeping up. There you go. Adam's back at Slimming World. My first weigh-in. Oh, I'd done my first weighing in and put on 1 stone and 6 pounds. Oh, what, you mean since last time, all those months ago? Yeah, well, I get that. How are we doing on time? 4 minutes? Okay, 2 more stories. That'll take us nicely round to our raffle. A tattoo model has spent £38,000 on body modifications to turn into a city cyborg. This is in the Daily Star this morning. A woman forked out £38,000 on mind-blowing body modifications that have turned her into a city cyborg. This lady, originally from Germany, covered her body in dozens of tattoos. She's also had plastic surgery, piercings, and silicone spines implanted in her head. And it's not just her appearance that's dramatically changed. She quit her corporate job in California to become a full-time tattoo model and artist. This, along with unconventional look, helped her celebrate her individuality. Individuality. Is that how you say it? Individuality. Okay. So let's have a look there. Is that the? Here's the picture of her before the tattoos. Pretty girl, beautiful red hair. Do you like red hair? Some people don't, do they? I like red hair. You know. There you go. There's her before the various operations and procedures. Okay. Oh, by the way, Dave Moses, you'll be interested. See that new light I've got now? I've got a new light. Look at the difference this makes. Right, let me turn it off. It's a bit mismatched. Look, if I turn it off, look at that difference that makes. Look at that, eh? It's got a yellow setting as well, but I don't want to look like I've got jaundice. Look at the difference of that. So that's before. And here's the after. Gosh, it's just... This is how she looks now. Right? That's how she looks now. Look. Isn't it weird? Why does someone want to look like that? But, you know, each and every one to ourselves. Just because I don't like the look of that. It's neither here nor there. It's up to her, isn't it? You know? She transformed herself with inkings, which includes a colourful sleeve and boob chandelier. She's also shunned her girl next door look by getting breast implants and ear surgery. But her boldest modification was the 3D art implants she had on her face and body. This involves getting silicone inserted into the skin with a scalpel to create dramatic structural changes, which can take 3 months to develop. The model says, I got 3D art implants for my forehead, silicone rib spines in the chest, and they've all have been installed with implant grade silicone. Wow. There's another picture of her. She's kind of... let me show you this one as well. That looks even more weirder. But see, that's weird to me. It's obviously not weird to her. So if she's happy at doing that, she's not hurting anyone, is she? You know. So what? Have all that stuff done to you, though. You've got to have a bit of money to do all that, haven't you? Right, do you mind if I just go and get some water? Because I've left my water in the other room for my pills. It's pill time. And then we've got one more story and then we'll do the raffle ticket. All right, 1 second then. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. She's back. I have to keep an eye downstairs, you see, if the cat wants something to eat. I have to be on standby now in case the cat turns up and wants something to eat. I'm going to get some cat food later. I might get something little. Might get some cat food down Lidl later. She looks like a cartoon character. Yes, I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah. Right. One more song. One more story, rather. We've had no songs for ages, have we? One more story. Sainsbury's shopper has been mortified after she was told to pull her t-shirt down because her hot pants were too short. Now, I don't know about this. Should you be able to wear anything you want in a shop? I've been in Asda before, late at night. 2 Asdas, one in Clapham, years ago, and one in Winnersh, which is not too far from me. I think it's Winnersh Triangle, in Winnersh. I've been in there like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and there are people, seriously, young people they are, walking around in their pyjamas, and I'm like, nah. No decorum at all. There are places that you can't go in if you're dressed inappropriately, such as posh hotels for afternoon tea. Well, I've got to take Adam to an afternoon tea at some, but when's it going to happen, Adam? Afternoon tea or something like that. Or if you want to go into, say, the Vatican, they won't let you in with shorts if you're a bloke. I don't know about the girls. But a Sainsbury's shopper has been left mortified after she was told to pull her t-shirt down because her hot pants were too short. And there is a picture. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And remember, a shop can refuse to serve you. No one has to serve you. If you're in a shop and they don't want you in there, they tell you to leave, you've got to go. You've got no right whatsoever to be in that shop. Like someone coming into your house. Don't want them in there? Get out. This girl, Laurel O'Connor, was approached by Sainsbury's staff in Staines in Surrey yesterday. The look isn't good. I'm going to show you the look. The look. I mean, it is inappropriate. Oh, dear. It's not a good look, is it, really? Look. You know, that's how she went shopping. Is that all right with you? Are you okay with that or what? Tell me, are you okay with seeing someone shopping like that with a blooming bum all over the place? She's 33-year-old. Well, she should blooming know British. Oh, no, she'd be a millennial. Well, there's the problem. She's a millennial. Oh, I do what I want when I want to do it. 33-year-old PR director. She don't look like a PR director. If she's a PR director, she should know how to dress. Was told that a male customer had complained about the length of her shorts. Oh, he's probably gay then, wasn't he? He was offended by her legs. If it had been, I don't know, if it had been Cristiano Ronaldo with those tiny little football shorts, I bet he wouldn't have moaned. Oh dear. According to Lauren, the sales assistant said, I think you need to pull your t-shirt down as a gentleman doesn't know if you're wearing anything underneath. It's not a good look, was it? Come on. Angered by what she claims to be sexist. Oh, that old one, dear. Oh, yeah, you bound to come out with that, wouldn't you? Lauren told the staff member she was entitled to wear shorts in 32 degrees C. You wear whatever you want, but if they don't want you in the shop, you got to get out, mate. You got no right to be in any shop. She said there was no dress code apart from the mask, which she'd been wearing. Oh, she had a mask on as well, didn't she? Oh, dear me. An elderly man made the comment to staff members who felt compelled to come over and tell me as I was shopping. It's 32 degrees. If I want to wear shorts, I will. Yeah, you wear shorts as much as you like. Just don't be wandering in and out Sainsbury's like it, my dear. We don't want to see that. It's awful. Awful. Do. 1 second. Oh. Right, what else have we got here? Rachel says, I'm okay with that. I don't go looking at ladies' bottoms while shopping. Well, I certainly don't, Rachel. I think a lot of people are probably looking at my bottom while I'm shopping. And it'd be straight lads, usually. It'd be the straight lads. People like Dave Moses, who they say, you know, oh, no, I like girls. Yeah, of course. I've seen Dave. As I walk past him in the co-op, he looks down quickly and he thinks I don't notice these things. I'm convinced of that. There you go, in McDavenport, they do shopping in their nighties and PJs. Peter Palewoda, you have accidentally been timed out, I think. The moderator sends their apologies. You have accidentally been timed out, Peter. Don't worry about it. You'll come back online in about 5 minutes' time. Don't worry, you've accidentally been timed out, all right? Worry not. The moderator sends their apologies, okay? Yeah, come back on this. And once you've been timed out, we can't get you back. Once it's happened, there's no way of... I don't think there is anyway. Let me try. Let me have a quick look. No, I can't do it. There's no way of bringing you back there. So apologies to Peter Palewoda, who's accidentally been timed out there. Never mind, dear. Mistakes happen. And Peter, before you get very, very angry with this mistake, remember, you could have been in an NHS hospital and had the wrong leg taken off. You know, it's not as serious as that, is it? Just means you can't comment for 5 minutes, but don't worry about it. You will be able to shortly. Right. Parkness, has anyone seen the videos of strangely dressed people in Walmart? No. Is that like a thing? Perhaps they do that once a year where people, you know, they do these different things in places, don't they? Once a year, everyone goes to Walmart dressed strangely. There was at the beginning of the lockdown, and we had people going out and dressing up to take their bins out. Do you remember that one? That was quite funny, isn't it? Good. I think we're there, aren't we? Jason says, my mate's a plumber. He's loaded. He said it's the best thing he's ever done. Well, plumbers are never going to be short of work, are they? Be honest. Hello to Fun Things to Do with Tech. uses an Amazon wish list for that. They have a wish list at Christmas, you see. My nephew's got a wish list. There's always people sending. He says you should get a wish list, Chris. I don't know nothing I want, really. You know, perhaps a brand new caravan. A 50 grand caravan. Is anyone going to buy that for me? Probably not. Unless little Elton John's watching the programme. Okie doke. Right, gang. Let's do today's raffle tickets, okay? If you'd like a raffle ticket, please speak now or forever hold thy tongue. All right, so anyone who wants a raffle ticket, 486 for Maureen. I thought I'd filled one out for you already, Maureen. Oh, what did I do with that? Didn't I fill one out? Maybe not. 485. Maureen, you're number 485. There it is. 485 for Maureen. Who wants a raffle ticket? Michael Pullman, 486. Andy, 487. Michael Lawrence, 488. Tony King, 489. Shania, 490. Simon, 491. Fran, 492. Jason Hughes, 493. Gary Ross, 494. Rachel, 495. Joe, baby Joe, 496. Joe's going to try not to win today, aren't you, darling? Joe's been winning quite a lot of the bingo for some reason. And lovely Denise Andrews, 497. Head of Animal Welfare and Ducks on this channel. Denise Andrews, there you are. Diane Jebb, 498. Mick Davenport, 499. Who's going to get number 500? It is Paul and Lou. Ticket number 500. Paul and Lou. Is that everyone? Paul and Lou. Anyone else want a raffle ticket? Please speak now. If I've missed anyone out at all as well, then say something. While you're wondering, finding out whether or not you've been missed, I shall do today's birthdays. Oh, we've got loads of birthdays today. We have, of course, already sung this morning to the delightful Mandy Davenport. Happy birthday, you beautiful lady. Let's just play Mandy's little tune. Happy birthday, Mandy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday today to Dave Bunce. He was a karaoke host. Don't suppose he's working either at the moment. 54 years old today, younger than me. Happy birthday, Dave. Terry Harvey. He was assistant manager for a while at the Black Cap in Camden Town. Good morning, Terry. I love that blue suit you got married in. Is it sort of like a purpley blue suit? Beautiful. Happy birthday, Terry. Nice chap. Happy birthday, Terry. Happy birthday today to Brian Mason Elric. 39 years old today, Brian. Gary Fay. Good morning, Gary. 49 today. A little bit younger than me. Happy birthday, Gary. James Pico. Is it Pico? Pico. 57 years old today. Happy birthday. Madeline is Bitsy. 70. Happy birthday, Mandy. Sometimes I can't pronounce the surname. I hope that's okay with you, darling. Rob McKenzie. That happy day down in Putney, wasn't it? Eh? I did your wedding there. Happy birthday, Rob. Sally Webster. Greetings, Sally. Happy birthday. Rob Henry today is 56 years old. Scott Price, a young 39 years old. And Martin Donkin. Hello, Martin. It's his birthday as well today. Happy birthday, everyone. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, dear me. Say, wrong button. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right. There we go, gang. Some extra raffle tickets coming out here. Dave Moses, ticket number 501. Dave Moses, ticket number 501. Of course, Dave, if you win one of these, you could attack. Oh, hang on a minute. Something's fallen off. I tell you what, it's such a mess in this room. You wouldn't believe it. Just prizes everywhere. If you win one of these, you could attach it to one of your microphones like that, my love. Look at that. Hang on, not that. There's 3 there, actually. Well, you could attach it to one of your microphones like that, couldn't you, my darling? I wonder if the BBC will visit you when you're doing your show. Probably not, just interested in big stars like myself, really, aren't they, the BBC? Back in January, I don't like to keep going on about it, Dave. Anyway, Dave Moses at 501. John Aitken, 502. 502 for John Aitken. Anyone else there? Let's have a little look. Is that everyone's tickets there? Bum, bum, bum. And we're about to close the lines for tickets. You need a play-out system. I don't think so, mate. A play-out system, dear? Why? What for? What for? Why would I need one of those? That's everyone by the looks of things. Okie doke. Good. Excellent. Well, boys and girls, it's time now for our daily game of bingo. I don't think that'll be happening, Rachel. She just said you need Peter Wright to clean the studio for you. I can't see that happening, really, my love. There's just endless pictures of someone's room being cleaned. I don't get it. I tell you what, he said, he was soon here this morning, weren't he? When he realised he hadn't got a bingo ticket. Did you notice that? Christ Almighty! People are desperate to win. Well, what's the prize today? The prize is a raffle ticket. And they think they're going to miss out. My God, they go mad. Anyway, I find a way of not sending out bingo tickets now to people who aren't playing the bingo. So that's a good idea, isn't it? Maureen's just got her pen in the post. Maureen won the pen the other night when we were doing the quiz. Excellent. All right, let's bring up the bingo board, boys and girls. This morning, you are playing bingo with the ticket that's clearly marked at the top. Virtual card for Thursday, the 13th of August, 2020. Okay. Oh, I've got a message. Hang on a minute. I've got a message on Plenty of Fish. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves for one moment, darling. Plenty of Fish. Got a message. Message. What a message. What sort of guys do you like? Oh. Got a message on Plenty of Fish. Could be someone moving in next week. That's how it works in the gay world. We meet them on the Monday, they move in on Tuesday. Usually out of my house by half an hour later. Right, come on in, let's play this game of bingo. You right, Shania? There's our Shania. Let's bring up the bingo board. There it is. Okay. And our rules. There's not really many rules. Okay. You've got to cross off all the numbers on your bingo ticket. As soon as you've crossed them all off, shout bingo in the chat box. You have 1.5 minutes to claim the prize. If, for some reason, you're running behind us, you might not make it. Okay? But whatever the reason is, if for some reason you don't get that call in within 1.5 minutes and we've moved on, you've missed it. Don't care what the reason is. We have to have that rule in place. Otherwise, it'll be, I was only a few seconds late, or, but I shouted straight, or any reason at all. I'm afraid that's it. How do you know if you are with us on time, we'll just have a look at the clock behind us. It's just coming up to 18 minutes past 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, if that's the time where you are now, then you're probably with us bang on time. If you're sort of a few minutes behind, it's not going to work for you, okay? So go home now. Okay? Alrighty. Oh, shut up, Mick! Oh, we know Chris, for God's sake. Every week he said, every day we're going to be timed out for 5 minutes now. Mick, you've upset me, darling. Time out for... No, I'll let you go. Every day he says that. There might be new people joining us. Are you that thick? Do you not realise other people are joining us all the time, dear? Pay full attention. Dave Moses has shouted bingo, but we haven't started yet. Here we go. Eyes down for your first number. 50 blind 50. All the sevens, 77. 4 and 5, 45. 3 and 9, 39. Look what else I can do, Moses. Look. 3 and 4, 34. 4 and 8, 48. I don't like to disappear from the screen for too long, though, Dave. 4 and 8, 48. All on its own, number 7. 1 and 8, 18. 4 and 9, 49. All on its own, number 1. 6 and 4, 64. 1 and 2, 12. Just a reminder, gang, if you win and don't claim, you do fall off the system, okay? If that happens and you suddenly realise you're not getting any bingo tickets anymore, that's probably what's happened. You won and didn't claim. If you find out that, then just let us know if you want to go back on the system. No problem at all, okay? 6 and 9, 69. 8 and 1, 81. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy. I forgot that for a moment. Yes, dear Mick, if you say so, dear. Yes, Mick. 8 and 1, 81. Your brother wrote this, Dave Moses. Look. All the 4s, 44. Just think, if you'd stayed at school a little bit longer, you'd be as clever as your brother, wouldn't you? 6 and 3, 63. Instead of running pirate radio stations. 6 and 3, 63. 7 and 3, 73. 7-0, blind 70. Who's it going to be today? 2 and 5, 25. 5 and 4, 54. 8 and 4, 84. All right? The prize is another raffle ticket for Monday's raffle. That's what the prize is. 4 and 7, 47. 2 and 9, 29. Oh, Dave, would you like to sponsor the raffle? Your radio station could sponsor the raffle because it's all charity, isn't it, darling? This is a charitable event for me. 3 and 2, 32. 9-0, blind 90. Do you have the pips on your radio station, or are you still saving up for those? You got the pips. Beep, 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 beep. Are you still saving up for the pips, or have you got the pips yet? 4 and 1, 41. 1 and 3, unlucky for some, 13. I can never get this right for some reason. Boris's Den, number 10. 7 and 2, 72. 2 and 8, 28. 6 and 8, 68. 3 and 7, 37. 5 and 7, 57. 7 and 1, 71. 5 and 1, 51. 4 and 2, 42. 7 and 5, 75. 5 and 2, 52. Don't you think, Dave? Do you think this new light has given my eyes a little sparkle? Can you see? What I've had to do is actually put some tissue over it because it was just too bright. And after I finished the show, I did it without the tissue for a while. And after the show, all I could see was this black dot in my eye for ages. So I've put a bit of tissue over it now, which seems to have worked. 1 and 7, 17. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 9, 19. 3 and 8, 38. Isn't this the last day of the really hot weather? 2 and 4, 24. Mick thought the bleeping was his art machine. Do you know what noise I'd like to hear from your heart machine, Mick? Do you know what noise I'd like to hear? This one. Then the nurse comes over, doesn't she? Wouldn't happen if Jack Naylor was working on you, my love. None of her lot die. 2 and 4, 24. All on its own, little number 6. This is a strange way of counting. All on its own, number 6. 8 and 5, 85. Peter, we don't get fire off LED bulbs. They don't get hot, mate. Have you still got the old bulbs in your house? Jesus Christ. Talking of old bulbs, can I show you this? Can I just break into the bingo? I've been meaning to show you this for weeks. We've now got LED bulbs. All my bulbs are LED, except the ones are here in the studio. The little one in front of me there is LED. Right? Before that, we had, like, fluorescent things. Right? And then before that, incandescent ones with a little filament. We then the fluorescent ones were kind of the sort of halfway gap, which because they hadn't developed the LED ones. I have with me one of the very first replacement energy-saving bulbs that I bought. Now, I had a flat in Wandsworth at the time, and when these first came out, they were quite expensive at £10 each. Right? And here it is. Look at that. Just going to take you away from the bingo because I've been wanting to show you this for absolutely weeks. That is one of the... and this is quite heavy. These are very heavy. So this bulb is about... It's got to be about 26, 27 years old, this bulb. And it still works. Now, I haven't got it plugged into anywhere. I actually had this plugged into the... in the shed. I have 2 lights in my shed downstairs. But it's so heavy that it actually pulled the fitting apart. So I took it out. But that, my friends, was one of the very first energy-saving bulbs. And you can see, and it is quite bright, and it's a nice light, that is. You can see the 2 fluorescent tubes in there, all sealed in this thing like that. I don't have one of the newer energy-saving ones. I think I chucked all those away. But they kind of got rid of all the protection going around it, and they became very easy to break as time moves on. That's one of the very first one, Philips, look, made in Holland. All right, I've been wanting to show you that for weeks, that. I've got 2 of them, that one and another one downstairs, and I'm don't really want to chuck them away because I think they're sort of a nice thing to have. They're probably not valuable or anything like that. It's just a nice thing to have. Okay, all right, let's carry on then. 8 and 5, 85. 2 and 7, 27. Do you plug it into a potato? I've seen that little science thing you can do, don't it? Potatoes, lemons, that sort of thing. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo! Peter's got gas mantles. 3 and 6, 36. Mandy jump leads in a lamppost outside. That's what the gypsies do, isn't it? All on its own, number 3. It's cooler in Lincolnshire today. Thank you, Rachel. I'll be going up there. 1 and 6, sweet 16. I'll be up there next week. 4 and 6, 46. Warm and cloudy in Belfast today. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack. You had your fair share of troubles up there, didn't you? Years ago up in Belfast and Northern Ireland. I'm so glad all that stopped. 7 and 9, 79. I was going on about Catholics and Protestants. Nothing to do with that. It's all politics. Nothing to do with religion. 5 and 3, 53. 6 and 1, 61. All on its own, one little duck. Number 2. Quack. Go on, Denise. We put quack remarks now from Denise. I'm just coming up for you there. All right. All the 5s, 55. Quickie, wicky, quacky, ducky. Do you remember saying that to people? Hello, ducky, how are you? My nan I think my nan said that. Hello, ducks. All the 1s, legs 11. 4-0, blind 40. 8 and 6, 86. Isn't this the longest game ever? 3 and 1, 31. Ow, why doesn't he just shut up and play the numbers? 2 fat, morbidly obese Chris's, 88. All the 3s, 33. 1 and 4, 14. 2 and 1, 21. Who let the darks out? Quack, 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 quack. Who let the darks out? Quack, 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 quack. I like it. Well done, Peter, with that one. 2 and 3, 23. 6-0, blind 60. 8 and 9, 89. You right, Flower? Yeah, who was the chap who used to call people Flower? He was a comedian, black comedian, and he hosted the Golden Shot. Charlie... Was his name Charlie White? Charlie... Or Charlie Caroli? Charlie. Wasn't it Charlie something? You remember him? Great entertainer. 3-0, blind 30. All on its own, number 4. Yes, they're all playing this game, Dave. Only not you, because you haven't got a ticket. 8-0, blind 80. 2-0, blind 20. 6 and 2, 62. Charlie Williams, thank you very much. Charlie Williams. Yeah, we used to call everyone Flower. That's right, that's the man. 4 and 3, 43. We've got a winner on 43. Let's bring up the clock. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your raffle tickets. No, not Charlie Drake. No. Adam the Plumber, did you miss the super draw? My boss rang and would not shut up going on and on. No, we didn't have a super draw this week, Adam. There isn't one this week. Oh, yes, you sent me a tip this week. It's for next week's. We started it early because there wasn't going to be one this week because I didn't have a prize with me. That's why. All right. Yeah, Michael Lawrence claiming bingo there. Yes, indeed, it's Michael Baby Lawrence. Yes, love. I'm so happy. No, I haven't frozen. I bet people were trying to do... Oh, the computer's frozen. Come on then, let's read Michael's numbers for you. Michael has won with these numbers: 4, 19, 22, 23, 34, last number 43, 45, 52, 55, 63, 68, 70, 75, 84 and 89. Congratulations to Michael Baby Lawrence. Hello, Michael, darling. Well done, Michael, my love. Let's give you another raffle ticket. Ticket number 503 for young Michael Lawrence. Yeah, baby. There you go, Michael. 503 for Michael Lawrence there, okay? Well done, Michael. All those tickets will be inserted into our ticket bowl. They're all collecting in here, dear. All collecting the tickets in there. Do you know I've already done the music round for next week's quiz? If you weren't with us this week, it was great. It was great, the quiz on Tuesday. We had the pub joining us as well, Central Station. They now play out the quiz in a pub at Central Station. If you know a pub that might want to play out the quiz from me on the Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, just let them know. Yeah, that's fine. There's no, you know, you don't have to ask really. Would be nice to know if there's a pub playing it out somewhere else, but if your pub wants to do that, that's fine as well. Don't mind. It's okay. It's all right. All right, well done, Michael Lawrence. Very pleased that you've won today. Joe Woodrove says, "Nice to see someone else winning." I'd like to thank you, Joe, today on behalf of everyone here for allowing someone else today to win the raffle. It's very, very kind of you, my love. All right. Charlie Drake, my boomerang won't come back. Great artists, weren't they, in the past? Adam's going to have to watch the missing part of the show on the Reardon Rewind player. Reardon Rewind. He's going to have to watch the missing part of the show on Reardon Rewind. I like that. Reardon Rewind. Very good. Alrighty, well, that looks like it's it today. Thank you very much for joining us. One or two you might catch a shower today. It was weird. I was listening. I asked my Alexa, what's the weather? Alexa, what's the weather going to be today? Your Alexas will now be bursting into life. And it said it was raining, and I looked out, it wasn't raining. Then I opened a window and it was raining. How did it know that? It knew it even before me. Anyway, must go now and check that the cat hasn't turned up for something to eat. It's important for that cat to be fed at all times. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching and listening. See you again tomorrow morning, 8:45. Cheerio.